The Patchbay tab on the menu is just a virtual Patchbay that lets you route audio. So we'll start on the Input tab. On the Input tab, you have your channels down the left side and your sources across the top. So you can choose where you want your audio to come from. On the Inputs Patchbay, it's also possible to patch the same input to multiple channels. Just know that if you change the gain for one channel, it changes it for both channels. When you select a channel, it will automatically change the view so that you can see where that channel is patched from or to. The next tab is your Outputs tab. The Outputs tab lets you decide where you're sending your different mixes. So on the left, you have your different mixes, and then across the top, you have all of your destinations. You may also note that it's possible to patch the same mix to multiple destinations. The Directs tab lets you assign direct outputs. On the left, you have your sources, and then across the top, you have your destinations. Another important thing to know on the Directs tab is that when you select the channel, it will show up on the left, and down towards the bottom, there's a Directs section. You can turn on the direct output and control the volume here. Now, this is the only place that you can control your direct output volume. You cannot do this from the input view. So don't forget that if you're trying to turn your direct output up or down. To the right of each source, you'll notice a little box. You can click the box and choose the pickoff point for the direct output. It can be at the top of the channel, the insert return, or before the fader. The last tab is your Inserts tab. The Inserts tab lets you use outboard, compression, gating, EQ, or any other piece of gear you want to use. You can only use the front of house rack for sends and returns. If you select Analog 2, it will send out Analog 2 and return in Analog 2. You can also use AES inserts as well.